will happen, guys, if you don't do this little tip, you're going to have light bleed. So it's best, as you can see in the diagram here, and there we have, guys, those two pieces blacked out, like so. And guys, that's what I do is put it into here, it's only going one way, and then pray that it works.
Okay, well, welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're doing good, guys. Hope you're well. Guys, today I'm building the Star Wars X-Wing from deagnostini. If you're not already subscribed, guys, please remember to smash that subscribe button, smash the like button, and comment and share. We'd really appreciate that. But without further ado, guys, I'm going to crack on with the Star Wars X-Wing from deagnostini.
Okay then, guys, we'll start off by taking a look through this week's mag of issue 50 of the Star Wars X-Wing. As you can see here, guys, we've got Star Wars Rebels in the next issue, the TIE Defender, Chewbacca, Wookiee Warrior, and we'll be working on the upper port wing plus wing panel and details. So let's quickly look through the content we've got this week in this mag. You've got more Starfighter Aces, which has got a good cartoon little comic-y sort of feel to it, guys, if you want to read this between issues. And then we come straight up to what we're doing this week. As you can see, we're working on the upper port laser cannon and making the cannon. Don't know if this is going to be a quick one this week, guys. We've got about 30 instructions, and at the end we're going to be testing, see if it all works. So yeah, guys, sit back, relax, enjoy this video. So here we have what the content, the parts come in. So we'll get this undone. And as you can see, guys, to the right of the screen, we've got all the parts, and I've laid them out for you on the right hand side. And I've just noticed here, guys, be careful if you're doing this build. There is some tiny little pieces. I don't know if you can even see that. So we're going to put that to one side also till we need it. But be careful you don't lose any pieces on the floor, guys. That's the laser cannon tip I've just shown you. Instruction 1 is just taking all the parts out of the bag, obviously, which I've already done, and I've put to the right hand side of the screen on the desk. Now we're going to crack onto instruction 2. First of all, we've got to take this piece here, which is the laser generator LED. So that's what we're going to be putting together now, guys. What we're going to do is take the wire we've received, which has got 07 on, and we want to gently, carefully, if you look in there, guys, push it into that hole, and it just rests, and you can see it sticking out on the outer side there. Just be careful not to break the wire as you do that, guys. So that's instruction 1, 2 and 3 all done. And instruction 4, we've got to take these two halves of the forward generator, and basically, guys, we've got a hole in that one and then a pin in that one, and you've guessed it, we're going to be attaching those together like so. But before we do that, we've got to put the wire through here. My bad, guys, these are the wrong ones. That's further down the line. I'm jumping ahead of myself, but I'll make the mistake so you don't. It's these pieces here, guys. These are the forward laser generator outer half. So again, it's still same as what I've just said, but different pieces. Pin on that one, hole in that one. So what you want to do is position them that way round, and then the wire will go in there. Just make sure it's on the outer side of that hole, or you're going to be breaking your wire. And then this piece will go on like so. It should just click together like that, and that's that done. Instruction 3, 4 and 5 done. Now in 6, it's saying pull the wire back through the generator body and push the end cap into it. So here you see there's a lug somewhere here. There we go. See that lug there? And there's like a gap for it to go in there. So you just gently push that on there like that. It's a tight fit, guys. No glue or anything's needed at this stage. And that's that part done. So there we have that piece done. And instruction 6. So now we'll turn it over. Now, instruction 7, it's saying feed the central union over the other half end of the wire. Note the projecting lug, which will allow the union to fit into position. Right, so we're going to be attaching this piece, guys, to this piece. You can see there's like a crevice, a gap there, and then this lug in here. You've got it. We're going to feed the wire through there and just pull that through, and then just, it won't go any other way, guys. You won't be able to put it on that way. It's got to be in the right position, and you gently push that into place like that. And that's that piece done. Now instruction 9, we need to feed the wire into the groove indicated just in the picture there, and take the rear end cap, which also has a slot, so match an internal lug in the central union. Again, guys, if you look closely there, you can see that gap there has got to be fitted the right way so that lug can go on it. So how do they do this here? There we go. So the wire goes in that crevice there, so it's out of the way, and then this will just go in like that. So that's how that looks. Pretty cool, guys. Now I'll put that to one side a second, and that's up to 9 and 10 done. And then number 11, now we need these two off, guys. Now we need to use these. Basically 11 and 12, all we're doing is sandwiching these two pieces together. Just careful not to break the little plastic piece inside, guys. But that's that piece done. And instruction 13, what you've got to do now, guys, you've got a little lug there and you've got a gap here. Basically you've got to push that into there like we've been doing the last few pieces, and they are pretty tough to push in, you know, guys. They're a tight fit. That's giving them a lot of strength. Just be careful not to push on that LED, guys, because you might push it back and then you've got to take it all apart again, which would be a bit of a nightmare. But that's all that done. So where we're at now then, guys, we're at instruction 13, and we've done align the slot in the thick end of the rear generator body with the lug in the end cap and push the cap into place, which is what we've just done. Okay, so we'll put that to one side. Now, 14, take the completed generator together with the remaining parts from issue 49. So that's what we did last week, guys, so I'll just get that. So to the right of the screen, we've got all the pieces to the right, guys. Now, a little tip before we move on. We're going to be joining these pieces together shortly. But what will happen, guys, if you don't do this little tip, you're going to have a light bleed. So it's best, as you can see in the diagram here, to paint just in these pieces, just there. Some black paint will do, and it'll just save you having a lot of light bleed. Simply use from any the range or whatever if you're in the UK. Just paint from any DIY shop, guys, what your kiddies use to paint. So I've tipped it in to a little pot there, and then all you need really is what I'm using is, again, a little kiddies brush, what the painting books, cartoon, you know, little kiddies books. Just get a little bit on and then paint that like so. You might need a few coats of this, guys. It depends on what paint you've got, but usually one is enough. You might need to wait for it to dry. So what you want to do is all this bit, I'm going to try not waiting for it to dry, if that makes sense, because I just want to get this built today. So what you might find is if you dab it like so, it goes on a little bit better. But again, it depends what paint you've got, guys. Some are a bit different to others. So you get the gist. You've got paint in there on that piece, and then same again on this piece. And with the other layers I did, guys, I did try it without painting it, and it was a bit not very good, to be fair. I mean, you could see the light on the actual outside of the cannon, which it wasn't very good at all. So it pays to just take this little extra time to get all this blackened out, like so. Now you can see that is not as black as it should be at the minute. That's got to be as black as in the pictures. You want it jet black, because you're obviously still going to get light bleed through those. So what I'm going to do, guys, is give that a couple of minutes to dry, apply another coat, and then we'll go from there. But that's what we're looking at the minute, guys, so far. And there we have, guys, those two pieces blacked out like so. And guys, that's only 2 coats. What I did is daubed it onto the paintbrush and just dabbed it on. It's still wet, as you can see, still wet, but that will dry. And because I want to get this filmed for you guys, I'm going to put it together now. But I would recommend you leave it a few hours to dry and then put it together with what we're going to be doing now. But that's simple as that, guys. So instruction 15, you may wish to follow the expert tip above, which we've just gone through. Align the laser generator with half of the cannon housing applied in stage 49, fitting the 2 pins into the sockets of the housing. So yeah, these next 2 instructions, guys, are basically putting this piece into these pieces here. So as you can see here, this is the piece we're using first, guys. It's got number 2 there, and what you want to do is basically these little pins here, you can see, are going to be going into these holes. So let's get this the right way around. That's the way we want it, I think. That's right. Just careful, not if you're doing it with the paint wet, not to get paint on your light, guys, because then you ain't going to see the light coming out when you turn the laser on. But that's as simple as that, guys. That's done. And then you take the other part and basically you've got it, apply it on there. Just be careful. I'll just turn this round. You've got this wire here, guys. Make sure that gap is going to go over the wire. So just feed it around there like that. And that is that done. That's that piece done. Now don't worry about if you think this is going to come apart, guys, because in a minute the pieces we put on at either end will keep this attached together. So yeah, that's all done. So now take the rear end cap, which is this piece here, guys. This is from the last issue, and as I was saying, just that will hold this all together like so. And then what we've got to do then is what we've received in this issue. Instruction 18, fit one end of the fibre optic into the notches in the housing, which you can see in the diagram there, with its tip in contact with the LED generator. So basically that LED generator we've just applied in there, guys, this is just going to be pushed in and just rest there basically. And when that shines, it will shine down this fibre optic. So let's turn the page over. Now, as you can see, instruction 19, it's telling us to slip the front cap over the fibre optic. So if I just get this front cap, and you want it this way around, guys, carefully slide it down the fibre optic, like so. And then here's, not the tricky bit, but be careful, because you've got to look for these 2 little holes just there on the cap. And then what you want to do is push it into this hole, and it will fit, guys. It can only go one way. It's like a D shape where you connect in, and these little pieces should line up with the holes on the cap like so. Don't be afraid if this fibre optic pops out, because it will do that at this time, but just push it back in. But there we have that part of the cannon so far. If I just rest that there, we've done 21. Instruction 22, feed the fibre optic through the barrel assembly from 49, which we've got here, guys. So basically you just get the fibre optic, feed it through the barrel like so. It will go through, guys. Just twist it a little bit and it'll get through. It's just catching it at the minute. There we go. And then push that like that. It's looking good, isn't it, guys? There you got your laser cannon progressing well. Now that's up to 23. Now instruction 24, fit half the suppressor mount over the flanged end of the laser cannon emitter, sorry. So what we're going to do now is take these two pieces, slide that in there like that, and that's that done. And if I pull this down here, what we're going to do then in 25, feed the fibre optic into the suppressor mount through the laser cannon emitter. So if I just leave that on the table there, guys, and this has to go through there like so. And now before we put it into the barrel, we've got to attach this other piece. So we've got to connect these two together like so. And then for instruction 27, it's telling us to push that into the barrel. Just gently push the fibre optic back in, guys, and that's how that's looking. Now what we're going to do is fit the suppressor over the emitter and press it into suppressor mount, which is this part here, guys. And if I just twist this around, you can see there, it's like a little hole, gap, and you got a lug on there. That's where that wants to be, guys. So if you gently just push that over, which is a tight fit anyway, it's not coming off, and that's that done. That's how that looks. Pretty cool. Guys, comment and obviously subscribe and like as well if you want to see more of this build. Would really appreciate that. So what we're going to do now, just checking that's, see that fibre optic can go in a bit more. Might have just come out the end here. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's come out the end. So what I'm going to do is pull it down a bit. Make sure it's all the way in. And then this little plastic piece we've got here, which is very tiny indeed, guys, it's easy to lose. This has to be pushed on to the end. Like so. There you have it. And that is the laser all done. And that's the clear tip, by the way. And that's got to be pushed onto the end of the emitter. But that is the laser cannon done for this week, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe and like and comment and share. Press that bell notification not to miss out on any future videos that I do, guys. But before I do go, just checking that's the way it's meant to be. Yeah, just like that. That's how it is on the diagram. Now it's time to check, see if everything's working. So here we are again, guys, with our little battery pack. You have this with the build, guys, from the beginning. All we've got to do is put it into here. It'll only go in one way. And then pray that it works. And guys, there you have it. It's working. If I can try, I'm going to turn the light off. There you go. And you can see that the laser cannon is working. And it's all put together. And it's all how it should be. And as you can see here, guys, let me turn the other light off. There is no light bleed whatsoever, apart from coming out of here where it's meant to, like that's the way it generates. But that's how it looks at the end, guys. I hope you can see that on camera. That is it for this week, guys. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Peace. That is it for this week's issue of the Star Wars X-Wing from deagnostini. I do hope you enjoyed it, guys. We're at issue 50 now, 51 next week.
please subscribe for more, guys, and press that bell notification so you don't miss out when I put the next video up or any other content on the channel. And we'll take this moment, guys. It's a big milestone for me. I've had over 1 million views on my channel. What? 1 million views, guys. Keep it coming, keep supporting me. I just wish all those million were subscribers. That'd be cool. So if you're not already subscribed, guys, smash that subscribe button, press the bell notification not to miss out on any future videos. Give us a big like, comment, share. We'd really appreciate that. In today's video, what we've done is done more of a laser cannon. A little tip was to paint the inside so you don't get any light bleed when you turn the laser cannon on to see the red light. Basically just saves the light bleed, that's all, guys. So that was a nice top tip for you. I'm going to leave it here then. See you in the next one. So yeah, peace.